While playing video games may have some benefits, this obsession with the games can also have negative effects.
Sometimes I'll go over at lunch and start playing the games and miss a class after lunch or something.
Has it touched into your grades at all?
Caution, the show you're about to see is headed for disaster.
What's been really great for us in 2023 is we're bringing all of our designs titles to the deluxe format. What that means is keeping it an affordable price cabinet shape to date.
If you're into home arcade, then you know that Arcade1Up has seriously dialed it back on releasing any new cabinets this year. And to top it off, we're halfway into the year and Arcade1Up hasn't released any new titles yet. So what's happened to Arcade1Up? Are they broke? Can they make money and bounce back?
Come to my seminar. I'll show you how to make all kind of money. When you turn off the TV tonight, the whole world doesn't care if you will ever make it. If I'm you, I do some serious thinking at this moment. Thinking is a source of power. The people who think beat the people who don't think. Don't sell yourself short.
Mr. Gu says to make a fortune in America, you must learn from successful people, apply proven techniques, and then become financially free.
I'm excited. Are you ready? Come to my seminar. Let me show you the secret to be rich.
Just a couple years ago, Arcade1Up was way ahead of the competition in the home arcade space, and were releasing cabs left and right. We were getting all kinds of new titles and form factors like XL cabs and V-Pins. We also got the Atari Pong Pub Table, as well as the Killer Instinct Pro Series cab. We even got iconic titles like Star Wars, Dragon's Lair, and Tron. It was an exciting time for home arcade fans. So much was coming out, and it was hard to keep up with the pace. Arcade1Up was able to capitalize by selling a lot of cabs during the years when everybody was stuck at home and were desperately finding ways to make that more fun and entertaining. Buying Arcade1Up cabs was a quick and convenient way to spice things up and bring some happiness back into our lives.
Look, very simple. If you have the know-how to be at the right place, at the right time, and know what you're doing, you make a lot of money. It's only common sense.
But all things must come to an end. Businesses and entertainment venues were finally open again, and people were able to return back to their normal lives. Because of that, most people who bought Arcade1Up cabinets no longer had the need or desire to buy them anymore. And Arcade1Up had other problems too. The first couple generations of Arcade1Up cabs suffered from all-around poor quality, which has been a stain on their reputation that they had never been able to wash off. The product packaging was terrible, and the cabs were usually damaged in some sort of way. Additionally, the artwork on the control decks would wear off easily. Arcade1Up responded by providing free deck protectors and art replacement kits for customers that requested them. As for the rest of their cabs, the sticks and buttons were cheap, and this hampered the gaming experience.
Can also have negative effects.
Serious gamers would have to pay more money to swap them out for better controls. But it doesn't end there. What made things even more difficult for Arcade1Up were some of the really horrific cab releases that they had. This was especially for the cases where they massively overproduced the cabs. This was a general problem overall for Arcade1Up, but a few releases really stuck out. These include The Simpsons, Killer Instinct, and Blitz. These cabs went on multiple clearance sales. I got my Blitz cab for $199 just 4 months after its release date. Clearance sales became so common that people would hold off from pre-ordering or buying cabs right away, anticipating that the cabs would go on clearance or eventually show up at liquidation stores like Ollie's. You felt like a sucker if you paid full price for any of them.
What you doing, sucker?
And it doesn't stop there. Arcade1Up botched the releases of both Blitz and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabs, promising online play, and they didn't deliver. Not having this feature ready, when the cab's release frustrated and disappointed a lot of customers. Because of these problems, Arcade1Up lost the potential to turn new customers into Arcade1Up fans. In the end, the retailers were forced to respond by slashing their Arcade1Up inventories. This massive drop in demand curbed Arcade1Up's financial flow. On top of that, retailers became selective about which titles they're willing to sell, and this has made it harder for Arcade1Up to release any new offbeat titles that tend to be popular with the home arcade enthusiasts. So any plans Arcade1Up may have had for new titles have been scrapped. With all that said, Arcade1Up may have sunk themselves into a deep financial pit, and they must figure out a way to reinvent the brand in order to survive. Part of that change came with restructuring the company, and in late 2023, letting go of founder and CEO Scott Bachrach and Senior Vice President of Licensing John D. Now let's go back to the beginning of the year 2023 and revisit Arcade1Up's CES announcement. The future looks bright. Arcade1Up showed off the new deluxe form factor cabinets. These deluxe cabs are the most arcade accurate cabs they've ever made, and they finally ditched the risers for a seamless cab design. Arcade1Up started the year off presenting Mortal Kombat 2, Pac-Man, and the Ms. Pac-Man Galaga Class of 81 cabs.
Revenge!
No new titles were announced, but the deluxe cab designs still got the home arcade community excited for what could be lined up later in the year. As for the rest of the CES announcement, Arcade1Up previewed the Wheel of Fortune Casinocade and the smaller Infinity Game Board.
Let's do it!
With these products, Arcade1Up hopes to reach new customers beyond the home arcade space. However, selling these non-arcade products could be a sign that Arcade1Up sees the home arcade market slowing down and are finding ways to fill the void. But let's get back to the arcade side of things and review what else they released for 2023. Unfortunately, we only got 2 new titles, The Fast and the Furious and Time Crisis. This is a substantial drop in new titles compared to previous years. But Arcade1Up will come out swinging hard by releasing 11 rehashed titles. Check out these sexy hot cabs.
She was a seaside sitting, just smoking and a drinking on ringside. She had a drink in her hand, she had her toes in the sand. Come this way, baby. Here I am, ain't no man of the world. I am beautiful girl.
The deluxe cabs look great, but why were so many rehashes made? I wonder what's going on within the walls of Arcade1Up. Were they forced to cut down development costs for new titles?
You're right. It's fact.
Were retailers too wary to sell new titles?
You're right.
With so many rehashes, was this a Hail Mary attempt to recoup financial losses?
Is it possible this story is true?
Yes, it is.
Arcade1Up released a lot of rehashed cabs in 2023, so home arcade fans were starving to hear announcements for new titles to come.
What do you think the chances are? Hit me with it. Just give it to me straight.
But Arcade1Up had made no such announcements and began to pull back from talking with the community.
From the 5 Alive News Center, this is News Brief.
But coming in hot was a 2024 leaked list, and the home arcade community was back on their feet, filled with hope and anticipation for some new titles.
More like 1 out of a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
So let's quickly go through this list. Right off the bat, anything that has an XL next to it we can cross out because it seems to be that Costco will probably only do 1 XL a year. The Star Wars XL seemed like a no-brainer, but word is that Costco passed on it because the graphics are too basic. Then we just got the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 X-Men 97 cab, so that can be scratched off, and I don't see any retailers wanting to pick up the SNK Big Red or off-road cabs either. Also, I'll cross out the Cowabunga collection, though I could see a deluxe rehash of the Turtles cab getting made given the number of rehash titles we've seen lately. Plus, I think it would be a hard sell for Arcade1Up to get retailers on board with Lethal Enforcers or 720. Then there's the Pac-Man Royale. I'm on the fence with this title because it's a Pac-Man title, and I could see how Arcade1Up would want to sell a more modern game to appeal to new customers. But I'm going to cross it out too because I don't think they'll be able to get their hands on this title yet. And that pretty much makes this list DOA.
Man, that sucks! Sucks, true. I'm gonna talk to some people, straighten this out, man. Bunch of bull crap.
But we still have 4 titles that got a lot of hype to get into. First, we got the video leak from Big Reese that an Alien vs. Predator Big Blue cabinet will come out this year. This one got a lot of traction because the product detail leak that came out looked very real. Then it had to be taken down just a couple hours later. This seems to add more legitimacy to the leak and that it could be a real thing. To add more spice to the mix, there's also the movie Alien Romulus that comes out this August, which sounds like a great promotional event opportunity for Arcade1Up to line the new title with. But I don't think we'll see this cab either. Then there's the Track and Field rumor, which claims that it could be coming out this year because of the Summer Olympics, and also because this leak has been around before. Additionally, there was also a listing for a track and field stool that went up on Walmart's website not too long ago. But this listing was easily scrutinized because the stools were listed at a ridiculous price for $10,000, and any approved seller can put up just about anything on the website. But rumors like this will catch on fire when there's a lack of communication about anything new coming from Arcade1Up. Next up, we have the Street Fighter 3/Street Fighter Alpha Cab. This title got a lot of buzz because 1. We know Arcade1Up loves to make a lot of Street Fighter cabs, and 2. SheLion posted a Street Fighter 3 Third Strike soft mod video using the same PCB that comes with the Street Fighter 2 HS5 cab. This mod shows that it's possible to run the games on the current PCBs used by Arcade1Up. Thus, Arcade1Up wouldn't have to make a large investment into acquiring more advanced chipsets. As such, this got the community speculating about a possible release for this title. Check out SheLion's videos on how to do this mod. Her video links are in the description. Lastly, we have the Smash TV/Robotron 2084 cab, which really means that this would be a Smash TV cab because of the 2-player controls required for it. So a couple things really got the ball rolling for this title. First, there was the interview with the creator of the game, Eugene Jarvis, on the Arcade1Up official channel, where he says he would like to bring these games over to Arcade1Up.
Robotron 2084, I think, might be cool, and while you're doing that, may as well throw a Smash TV in there.
But even bigger than that, I believe, goes back to when Arcade1Up started the Get Loud campaign, which encouraged the community to speak up on social media about which titles they want Arcade1Up to make. If you follow Home Arcade on YouTube, then you may be familiar with who Michael B. the Game Genie is, which also means that you probably know he has an extreme affection for Robotron 2084. Here he is taking the Get Loud campaign to the next level.
Dear guys, please let me Robotron 2084 out. So I'm getting a Robotron 2084. Sorry guys, I gotta learn to mute when I do that.
Check out Michael B on his YouTube channel. He does weekly live streams, reviews, and news about the latest in home arcade and retro gaming. Now that brings us to 2024.
Welcome, and thank you for calling. Please be patient. You will be connected with a representative momentarily. Thank you. All of our lines are currently busy. Please hold the line.
You could sense that things weren't going well when Arcade1Up didn't start the year off with a CES announcement like previous years. What was even more damning was that Arcade1Up stopped their Arcade1 update live streams with the community. It was clear that things have taken a turn for the worse.
We ask for your patience. We will be with you shortly.
Originally, the hope was that 2024 was going to be the year of the XL cabs, especially since last year we got a ton of 3/4 scale deluxe cabs and just the one Pac-Man XL from Costco. It was expected that many of those deluxe cabs would get made into XLs. But it appears that the XL line has fallen off. At best, we'll only get XL cabs from club membership places like Costco or Sam's Club. But so far, Costco has committed to selling only one XL cab per year, and it's possible that Sam's Club may have gotten out of selling Arcade1Ups altogether. This is a kick in the gut for those in the home arcade community that have been holding out to buy XLs.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. No more. No
Furthermore, we're beyond halfway into the year, and Arcade1Up hasn't released any new titles yet. So far, they've only released 3 rehashed cabs. We got another Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and the Deluxe cab reskin with the X-Men 97 artwork, then another Golden Tee 3D, but this time in the Deluxe cab, and another NBA Jam rehash in the new slim 2-player Deluxe form factor. This new Deluxe form factor is using the same one that's used for the Casinocade. Arcade1Up claims that this new cab design is taking the arcade experience to the next level, but I seriously doubt that. This looks like a cost-saving move and is yet another indication that Arcade1Up is hurting for profits. So how concerned should we be about the health of Arcade1Up? The releases have been slow, and we haven't gotten any new titles. Also, this code of silence has gotten a lot of people worried that business is in the gutter and that Arcade1Up's circling the drain. So this begs the question, is Arcade1Up dying a slow death? Let's recap. So there you have it. With all these issues, it doesn't look so good for Arcade1Up. But with the new Deluxe line, they did make improvements to most of the quality issues and finally made more authentic looking cabs. But is this too little too late? And are they taking a step backwards with a new slim Deluxe cab design? I got sucked into this hobby because I enjoyed bringing home the arcade experience that I loved when I was growing up. Arcade1Up is really the only company making affordable arcade recreations. And there are still so many more titles left for Arcade1Up to make. But given the current circumstances, can they? Unfortunately, signs of decline are showing. Arcade1Up news and announcements have evaporated into thin air. The lack of new titles has dampened excitement within the community. The days when they attended numerous events and conferences have dwindled. And gone are the days when Arcade1Up would engage with the community in person or on live streams. The high energy and enthusiasm that once existed at Arcade1Up has sunk, and it feels like they're just puttering along. The Arcade1Up community used to be poppin', with lots of YouTube channels live streaming and reviewing Arcade1Up cabinets. There were so many exciting things to talk about and to follow. But like all communities, people will have their reasons to leave. Some felt burned by Arcade1Up. Others left the home arcade scene to move on to new hobbies. Some lost faith in Arcade1Up's products and moved on to real arcades. While others simply had no more new arcade cabs left to buy.
Alright guys, thanks for checking out Third Floor Arcade. Please like and subscribe. I have a ton more videos coming.
So what's next for Arcade1Up? Are they dead?
Nothing's official until it's official.
But I do think that this year will be the moment of truth for Arcade1Up. I'm hoping that they'll be able to turn things around and be in a better position for 2025. And if not, well, it's been a blast. Thanks for the memories, Arcade1Up. Now don't go anywhere. I promise you'll want to stick around for the final bonus message. But before we get into that, I just want to say thanks for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and please share your thoughts.
We appreciate all the feedback, and we're going to continue to try to make a great product for you. Thanks so much.
(901) Spring Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Welcome back to Secrets of Success. Relax and enjoy the good life that could be yours.
Here's a secret for you to make millions. Very simple. Learn how to make a small profit, and after that, don't quit. Keep repeating the same successful process many times over. You'll become very wealthy.
Hello again.
Cookie time.
Look at your bank account. Is it growing any bigger or getting smaller, doing the same thing you've been doing? And if you're not willing to spend 3 free hours to learn from a self-made millionaire to maximize your opportunity, you deserve to be broke.
I just turned 40 this year. Life begins at 40, so I'm going to start a new career and I'll be a millionaire.
Great.
Thank you, Tom.
Did we program the truth in this tale, or is it merely garbage in, garbage out?
Welcome, and thank you for calling. Please be patient. You will be connected with a representative momentarily. Thank you.
Yeah, but anyway, when's the next Arcade1Up update? Because that's when we're going to answer more about updates on other cabs and other cool stuff.
All of our lines are currently busy. Please hold the line.
I'm actually really excited to announce that because we will be...
We ask for your patience. We will be with you shortly.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Should I go camera off?
Yeah, just do that. Just do that for now, yeah.
Cyrus, there's a question here.
I'm really excited to... I'm really excited.
Oh yeah! Okay, let's get it going!